When the 2019 ELCA Churchwide Assembly voted to condemn white supremacy, voting members may not have known exactly where the Holy Spirit's call would lead this church. As issues of inequality have become more and more pressing all around us, we are now living into the realities of this hard but necessary work. A similar movement of the Holy Spirit happened 50 years ago for the Lutheran Church in America, one of the ELCA's predecessor bodies. On June 29, 1970, the LCA convention voted to change man to person in its bylaws to allow for women's ordination. Delegates may not have known how much that would change. They didn't have it all planned out. Not everyone had thought through what it meant to be one of the few Christian churches in the United States to ordain women. Not all congregations or members were willing to have a woman serve them. Congregations hadn't thought through the maternity leave or how to place clergy couples in congregations. Clerical clothes did not fit women's bodies, but God was calling, and the church, including some brave women, followed. Thank you to those women who have answered God's call to be pastors over the past 50 years. This is often a difficult vocation, and it's made harder when you face sexual harassment, bullying, and disrespect. For many of you, it's been hard to find a call. Some of you have had your parenting judged. Others have had your lack of a spouse or children questioned. So many of you have been passed up for positions and leadership opportunities because of your gender, whether due to implicit or explicit bias. This is all intensified and made more complex for women of color, women with disabilities, and women in the LGBTQIA+ community. And we can thank God that the Spirit has moved this church to address some of those hurdles. Thank you for making the coffee, for cleaning up at night and staying to lock up. Thank you for taking teenagers to the youth gathering and hosting Bible studies and getting the bills paid. Thank you for the counseling, the organizing, and for attending more meetings than anyone could count. Thank you for the baptisms, weddings, and funerals. Thank you for figuring out how to serve while physically distant. Thank you for the laughter and the tears. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you most of all for proclaiming the gospel in your preaching, in your teaching, and in your actions. Thank you for administering the sacraments faithfully. Thank you for being prophetic. Thank you for feeding the hungry, those hungry for food, for comfort, for Christ. Thank you for helping people deepen their relationship with Jesus. Thank you for answering God's call. This church is so enriched by your gifts. I invite you all to reach out this week and thank a woman who is a pastor who's touched your life in a small or a big way. It may be a letter, an email, or a gesture. If you post it on social media, you can use the hashtag #ThankYouPastor. If you'd like more resources for celebrating, go to elca.org/50 years of ordained women, which has an adult forum, Bible study, video, and worship materials. As in 1970, we may not have been prepared for where God is calling us in these difficult times, but that's okay. God is holding us through this, calling, pestering, nudging, and we've got some wonderful pastors to help us through.